I just thought about how I wanted it to look, got really clear to me on my drive to work here today. It's like, oh yeah.
Prepping a client, Stacey Ray Weir works out of her space in the Art House, a tattoo and piercing studio in Calgary's Kensington.
I use a lot of swirls, and I use a lot of long negative space S curves. So I'll do like a line through a whole tattoo and like a lazy S or backward S curve, depending on where it's going on the muscle, and then a lot of kind of swirls, like almost like a Fibonacci style swirl. I notice that those are kind of my go-tos, and they show up a lot in my work.
She's tattooed out of plenty of the top shops in the city. Weir has won awards for her black and gray tattooing, but she doesn't like to commit to one style. Through it all, Weir has been able to keep a steady and loyal clientele.
Well, I've been tattooing for 20 years, so I like to think that I'm a little bit good at a little bit of everything. I have to be in this trade, we really do. These days we're lucky we don't really have to be, but in my head, I have to be able to do everything a little bit as well as I can. I have to respect every style and every genre for what it offers to the people who love it.
Weir says she's also drawn to how supportive the tattooing community is.
The tattoo industry in Calgary was kind of founded by Paul Jeffries, and he has such a way about him of that we all need to band together and inspire each other to do the best that we can do, that I think he really fostered a really community energy in Calgary. I moved to Calgary in 2003 to work with Bushido. They were doing, the whole crew was doing amazing work, and it really felt like there was a brotherhood of excellent tattoo artists here. The shops all hung out with each other and talked to each other, and I had never seen that before, and I was just blown away by it and really honored to be a part of it.
Weir says getting to know everyone in the community has also made it easier to refer clients to other artists, especially if an idea isn't flowing properly.
You have to tell me what you're looking for, be really clear, make sure I have all the information that I need to know, because you're hiring me to do a job. You have to make sure that I'm going to do the job you want. So you have to be clear about what you want, and then you have to leave it up to me and just let me do it in the way that, you know, I see fit. Because I'm sure I have a style of drawing. I don't really recognize it very well because I just do things the way I do them, but I do try to change it with every tattoo. If I feel like I'm struggling with something, then I see the struggle and decide that it's an opportunity to learn and try to push through it and just do the best that I can do for that client, yeah, and give them the absolute best of my ability that day that I tattoo them. But there's probably been a few times, I'm a big one on saying no, so there's probably been a few times where I've given myself permission to just tell the client, like, I'm not really jiving on this whole thing. I'm going to give you your deposit back. Why don't you go see this guy here or that guy there? Sure that some of them feel blown off at the time, and then later on, once they have their experience with whatever artist they end up with, they realize that that's probably what was meant to be.
Weir says that this sense of brotherhood and having each other's backs makes it easy to be excited about her industry.
There's so many amazing artists out there doing amazing work, so I try and let each one influence me in just a little way. Tattooing is a bit of a gypsy career. Even if we stay in the same city, we'll move around from shop to shop. You see a lot of people here circling through different shops, so I've gotten to work with pretty much everybody decent in the shop. I've gotten to work side by side with them at some point in my time here, and new artists keep coming in, and the influence keeps changing, so it really keeps things fresh, which keeps us interested, which keeps us passionate.
For the Calgary Journal, I'm Veronica Poksa.